Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 6, I believe it is. I still got the bangs. I know some of y'all don't like them. They still in my eyes. They're going to be there for the rest of the time. I don't need to cut them. First of all, it's a wig, you guys. I can pull the wig back if I wanted to, okay? They're there for a reason because I want them to be there. So you guys don't have to keep giving me tips on how to maintain the bang, okay? It's right in the eyes. They're going to be there. Anyway, you guys, and if this is your first time seeing me with my bangs, then hey, welcome back. We got the extended Mama Joyce. You guys have been watching me for so long, you should know. Hey, some hairstyles y'all just don't like, okay? And you just have to just deal with it because I'm going to keep it as long as I want to. So, but I know that, my rock stars that be with me, either way it go, fucked up hairstyles or not. It's not fucked up to me, but it might be fucked up to you. But it's okay. We all have these opinions and choices and, all of these things. So it's all good, you guys. It's not a personal attack on you. It's just the way I want to wear my hair this time. So it's going to be all right. Child, I got so many comments. Anyway, you guys, the review. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys. So we see Porsha. I thought she was on her way to see Dr. Sherry at first. I was just like, no, why is Tanya time meeting her there? But that's not what they're there for. She walks in the door. Hey, Mama, you look so good. Oh, thank you. You look good, too. Now, why are we here? Well, Tanya's doing like some exercising. Looks like they are actually about to do some exercising. Well, not quite. The way Tanya explained it is, one time me and my girls, we all came here and we sat down on the table, and basically what it is they're going to put this thing on you and it's going to feel like you did 20,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. It's fabulous. Okay. It's fabulous. I was just like, what have we become as a society where we just don't do the fucking sit-ups? Now we got machines to make it seem like we do. Child, only the rich people. Only the rich people. So we gonna get rid of the stomach. We get rid of this too. Honey, the lady that worked there was like, no, you need to keep that. Keep that ass, honey. It's people that's really trying to get to that ass. But anyway, she gets on the table and the thing starts. It's like, I don't know exactly what exactly is happening here, but it's supposedly, as Tanya said, it's bringing all the muscles and fusing together. So, hey, if I had the money, how much did that shit cost? I know somebody out there, one of y'all girls know about it. Let me know, because my stomach ain't big. It could just take a little bit of, it could take a little tightening. We sit there and let it vibrate for 30 minutes, shit. But whatever. After Porsha's been there for some time, the girls get to talking. Are you going to Marlo's wig event? Yes, I'm going. I want to know who's all on the group chat, though. Okay, so Tanya gets her phone out, and Porsha's reading. So it's basically everybody. She's invited every single person. Okay, that was nice. But Porsha already knows that Kenya's not coming because we see a clip where Marlo actually had called Porsha, and Porsha was just like, okay, so everybody's coming. So is Porsha, is Kenya able to come because she's sitting here with me? And Marlo was like, yes, of course. Tell her that she's invited. When she got off the phone, Kenya was like, who was that man? Okay, girl, you know that was Marlo. Okay, but Kenya says she's not coming. So Kenya's already scratched off the books. Tanya says, I can't wait for all the girls to get together. We just need to do something. We need something that'll bring us all together. Yeah, like a trip. These girls don't never turn down no trip. And you know what? Tanya got an idea. I said, oh, Tanya, you done got promoted to where you start inviting folks on trips on the show? Girl, they must really like you. Has Marlo been able to invite? Was Marlo? Huh. I wonder, has Marlo ever, she had to have initiated a trip. Has she? I know some of you guys know all of the Real Housewives archives, so you guys let me know. Has Marlo ever, was she the one that did the Africa? Or was that Sherry? Child, Sherry. Was Sherry? Which one was, y'all let me know. Tanya has a surprise, so she leaves out. And the lady comes back in and she's just telling Porsha, are you okay? And Porsha was saying how intense it was. And then Tanya comes back in there and honey, she got her carnival, outfit on. And she's all, like, I know she's not yee and I don't know what the sound is I'm supposed to make. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but she was just like, we're going to carnival. Porsha's just like, that has been her number one request. Once she found out that Tanya was from Toronto, that's where she's wanted to go. I guess they have the official one in wherever the official carnival is. Then they have something happens in Brooklyn, okay, and now we got this Toronto Carnival that's gonna have to do. So we excited, we twerking, we dancing, okay, we going to Carnival. And Tanya is pretty sure that this will make the girls smash all of their ill feelings with each other. If you can go to Toronto Carnival and still be mad, then you just don't want to have a good time. Now, Porsha was just like, yeah, exactly. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to see Drake. Okay, maybe so, maybe so. But the girls are on their way to Carnival. Now, we see Kandi and Todd. They're having a very quiet, understated game of Connect Four, some little fancy little doodad, this is an interesting scene because we haven't really seen any scenes like this with Kayla. Kayla's always in the background. She kind of strikes me as somebody that's sort of shy or maybe just not into the glitz and the glamour so much as, Riley is. Not comparing the two because they're both darling girls and they both have their own personalities. But you know what I'm saying? She's just different. So she comes and sits down and, Kayla's, you thought Riley is tight teeth. Kayla is real quiet. I was like, oh my God. First of all, she's kind of got like a raspy voice and it's low. It's very similar to Todd's, but it's very low and very, very soft. Kayla and Todd just got back from London. Okay, we see pictures of them. Todd was being supportive of her, just kind of trying to get her foot, wet a little bit with this whole fashion thing that she's interested in. So they went to London for whatever reason. And Todd tells Kayla that he is very proud of her because, just the fact that she wants to drop everything, go up to New York and just really just try to immerse herself and, get in contact with the people that she knows, he's proud. And she was just like, wow. Like, you're really proud of me? And he was just like, oh, damn, is this how we fixing to go? I feel like they knew what it was going to be, but they didn't quite know how she was going to respond. But Kayla just said whatever she had to say. I was like, girl, that's right. You got to say it. Okay. We as parents, sometimes we be thinking that our kids just have to take whatever we give them. And we forget that our kids are not kids no more. They are now young adults, and just because they got to listen to you as a parent, that doesn't mean that you can be disrespectful. You shouldn't be just flat out disrespectful to your kids. Okay. There needs to be respect on both ways, but you need to remember that I'm the mama. That's the first thing that you need to remember. Okay. And then we going to be good from here on out, but whatever. Evidently Kayla and Todd have, this relationship where Todd is pretty strict with her. I guess, the way that he chooses to be with her is different than he is with Ace. Well, it would be different because Ace is a child, but Kandi kind of feels like he don't give Kayla no slack. And she was just like, remember, Kandi, when he didn't talk to me for a month because he was mad? Okay. She told him that he only gave her attention when he's mad at her. That's the only time that he shows any emotion. And he was like, really? He was like, I'm, trying to just make you tough. And she was just like, yeah, but it's crazy. Like, nobody needs somebody just not talking to me. So she goes through Kandi. Okay. I know many of you guys as parents, I can't relate to this fully, but I can definitely relate to me and Mr's different parenting styles when it comes to the kids. Mr. is military. Mr. is, this is the way he believes it. This is the way he thinks children should act. This is how, you respect your parents and blah, blah, blah. He has that in his mind. Whereas I am one that will, just what I just told you guys, I'll try to talk to the kids. I'll try to figure out what they, how they feel about it. But, still you need to remember I'm the mama. Okay. But I'm going to give you a chance to kind of give your side because it's not 100% of the time I'm right. 95. Okay. You might be right on 5, but so when I'm listening to the differences of the way that Kandi and the way that Todd is, I could just relate to some of the things. But Todd's whole thing is he wants her to grow up and be strong and, give her some direction and all of that. And, but he receives it. Okay. Maybe he is a little too hard on her. Kandi said, because Kayla is not my child, I'll just take a step back. Okay. And even that has got to be hard. It's hard for me when Mr. get in, him and the kids get whatever they have, they things, it's like this dance, this delicate dance because, I can see where he might be the issue. I can see where the kids might be the issue. I don't want to say who might be doing what because it's going to cause an argument with me and Mr. So I try to just stay quiet. I'm not fixing to get into no argument with Mr. So unless it is just truly something where I just be like, no, that's not right. I just be like, let me step out of this and let Mr. and them kids figure they shit out. Okay, it's stressful though. It's stressful trying to be the neutral one. Okay. All in a day's work of raising young adult kids though. That's what I was, raising young adult children is a little bit different than just raising your child. Elementary, high school age children. It's a difference there. So he promises that he'll try to change it up and, that he loves her. And she was just like, I love you too, but like whatever. And she just walks off. And I was like, oh, this will be an interesting angle this season. Now we see, Nene. She's getting to a restaurant. She has reservations and, she is meeting with Kandi. Well, honestly, I don't know why I'm having this meeting with Nene. Okay, but she figures that the text message sent to her to, for her to come, this is a good sign. Kandi is the most neutral on the show, I guess, this season, and Nene needs to be hooked up with somebody that's neutral because everybody else, as you will see later, is very uncomfortable with Nene's presence. So anyway, they sit down, okay, and, Kandi is asking how everything is, and Nene says, oh, the stores are good, they're in the hotel, she had to learn a few things, but that's good, okay, Greg is great, the cancer is gone, oh, he has to go back for his checkups every few months or whatever, and then they don't call it remission, I guess, until you've been cancer-free for 5 years, so, but so far, so good. I said, very good for Mr. Gregory Leaks. I hated to see him going through that last season. So, and the Kandi was just like, I'm having a baby. And Nene was like, oh my God, like the surrogate. Yes. Girl, that's coming up soon. Everybody's having babies. All right, now that we done got that out the way. Okay, what's going on with the girls? Did you see that stuff about Porsha and Dennis? Like, do you think that Dennis is sleeping with animals? Kandi, well, I don't believe that part. Nene was just like, I was looking like Porsha need to get her a rabies shot. Checking the PetSmart, that shit was kind of funny. I don't believe the whole bestiality thing though, but that's how we start talking about the girls. Kandi was just like, so you saw Cynthia at the parade, and Nene said, yeah, she saw her, just kind of was just sort of like, hey and bye. And she didn't really have too many words for her. And Kandi was just like, well, you have been talking about her in the interview. It just came out. And Nene said, I did one interview because she did 8. Wasn't it 7? Now it's 8. Is it going to be 9 in the future? And besides the interviews, though, she has proof that Cynthia been running around there talking reckless about her, that she has the receipts that somebody recorded her talking. Kandi was just like, ooh, well, Lord, I'm going to stay out of that one. The crazy thing about this whole recording is, what bitch record somebody, in good faith? Like, when you recording somebody, you obviously is trying to get dirt on somebody. Why Nene would even want, I bet you Nene don't even like this Giovanna girl just so much that she can use her, okay, for something like that. I ain't never seen a more thirsty bitch than this Giovanna. She takes the cake of thirst. Okay, this is thirstier than when Cynthia wanted to be Nene's best friend and wrote the damn best friend contract. Yeah, this is on a whole nother level of thirstyism, you guys. Nene says, well, you know what? So she ain't the one that's starting the shit, but whatever. She's speaking to a life coach now. I said, there go that damn life coach again. Y'all, I'm really gonna look into it. Okay, bitch, I could take a couple of extra dollars here and there. But the life coach told her that it's not, it's not about anybody else. It's just about Nene. Nene working on Nene. She can't worry about what everybody else is doing or control what everybody else is doing. So, I guess the life coach thing is helping her. And she says that she's excited to see all the girls. She's going to be seeing them at Marlo's event. Candy's just like, well, I don't know if they're ready to see you. Oh, well, she's coming. So best get ready. Now we see Cynthia. Cynthia's at the hardware store. She's going to be doing some renovating for her bedroom. She's at the hardware store. She's telling the guy there that she's trying to make room for her boyfriend, her future fiance. I was just like, Cynthia's a close second on the thirstyism. As Kandi and Kenya meet her there. It's funny because Kenya definitely this season has tried to change up her fashions. She's never been the most fashionable. She still isn't. It still don't be right, but at least it's better than what it was, has been in the past. Like, she doesn't do casual well. you know. But anyway, she shows up at the hardware store all glammed up, you know. Kandi shows up and she tells them that she's about to change her closet. Okay, remember what she did in her old place? You know, Kandi was just like, you mean that big old picture that you had of yourself inside of your closet? Oh, yeah, they had a good laugh about that. You know, Cynthia was just like, well, you know, unbeknownst to many people out here who think differently, you know, I do have quite a bit of self-confidence. And Kenya was like, what? And, you know, Kandi, oh, she talking about that interview that Nene did. Okay, this is how we had to bring in Nene's name in the conversation. And he says, yeah, she actually went to lunch with Nene the other day. And basically, she feels like Cynthia's going around saying a whole bunch of negative stuff about her, and that she has proof because somebody recorded you. And it was sort of like, don't, you know. Cynthia was just like, first of all, whatever I have said about Nene, I have said, okay? I don't have a problem saying it in front of her face or behind her back. It was not no big secret, okay? And the only reason why this is all a mess is because as long as I was kissing her ass all this time, you know, she was fine. I was Michelle Obama. But once a bitch got some good DICK in her life and got an opinion around this bitch, okay, and wasn't going and following behind her like a damn chihuahua, okay, then of course I'm public enemy number one, okay? So I don't give a fuck about no damn recording. Okay, Nene can take that recording and shove it all the way up her ass. I said, oh. Is this the gutter Cynthia that Nene Later on, Cynthia goes back home and she's still in her closet and she's trying to look around and figuring out some shit, I guess. And Eva calls her and she just wants to see what she's doing. You know, she says that she's getting ready for Marlo's wig event. Eva was like, girl, you are not even gonna believe this. She texted me and invited me to this damn wig event. You know, she trying to sell wigs and everything, but all she wears is ill-fitting wigs. You know, she got a bad wig here, bad wig there. Like, no, you know, I'm not, you know, trying to come there. But yeah, I wish her well. I hope it goes well for her. That's the underhanded shade. You know, Cynthia was like, so what did you say? And she was like, girl, I didn't even respond. Okay, that's the best response, is no response. Eva says, now, you know Nene gonna be there. And Cynthia was just like, and? What, am I supposed to not to go to something because Nene gonna be there? So what? And girl, I hadn't even had a chance to tell you that evidently Nene has a recording of me saying some bad things about her. And I don't know who it was that recorded me. And Eva was like, well, I mean, it could be Yovanna because, I mean, just at the Bailey Q, she was like big up in Nene real big. And Cynthia said, yeah, Yovanna is one, okay? And they can't discount Marlo either, okay? Even though Marlo's been on the up and up, it seems so far, you know, she just got to remember who Marlo is. So she's also on that list, but she's not gonna blame nobody yet because she ain't got no proof of nothing, okay? So she just gonna play nice until she figure this whole thing out. Now we see Tanya and Porsha, they're on their way there too, you know, and Tanya, this is gonna be the first time that we're all together in a long time. And Porsha was like, oh no, we were all together. Yeah, we was all together at the Bailey Q, but Nene wasn't there, okay? But Yovanna was there, you know, just one blonde wig for, you know, one big mouth. It was an even exchange. Porsha explains to us that this whole shit with Nene, you know, they was good girlfriends, like big sister, little sister, you know, Nene was there for her, she was there for Nene. And then all of this stuff happened with the closet and everything just got weird. Okay, we saw that big old exchange that they had with the closet, how Porsha wanted to leave and she was scared. She said then all of a sudden Nene was on her internet, on her YouTube show saying that she didn't believe that Porsha was scared. And then, you know, she got mad at her. And after she had her baby, she sent her all these text messages. And you guys, we saw that play out in real life. All right, and Porsha decided to post them, her calling her Miss Piggy, her calling her fat. I mean, she just had this baby. All right, Nene was so out of pocket. Like the text messages were so crazy that I was just like, is this fake? Like, what? Who says these things to somebody that just had a fucking baby? Child, Minnie is always saying something. Shut up, Minnie. But like, I was just like, this is craziness. So ever since then, Porsha ain't got too many words from Nene. I wouldn't either. The shit that she said in those text messages is gonna be hard to come back from. But whatever, they on their way to the wig event. Now, Kandi does get to the wig event. I like the wigs. I like the wig wall. But, you know, with it being Marlo's event and everything, I thought it would be more fabulous than this. was just like, I did think it would be a little bit more. I mean, this is just a white room. They done put some ivy up on the damn wall and put these damn wigs on some stands over there. And that was literally it. Bought some bar tables in there, some bar stools, and that was it. I was just like, oh, okay, I guess. But she did have her 7 wigs there. And Kandi sees Giovanna. All right, and she's happy to be there. Giovanna looks good. Okay, so look, Giovanna is really definitely trying to make something of herself on this show. But she came in, she looked nice and everything, you know. And then we see Cynthia. You know, Cynthia, bless her heart, she just swears because she's a model and she's tall, you know, that she can get away with this shit. If she didn't look a fucking mess, I'm sorry. That wig was horrible. It was, you know, if Patti LaBelle and Tina Turner had a baby and then somebody threw bleach at it. That was what birthed on the top of her fucking head. I was like, no. No, ma'am. No, sir. Absolutely not. Okay? But whatever. Giovanna and Cynthia and Kandi sit down and, you know, Cynthia's being as gracious as she can be. Kandi was just like, well, first things first, before we start all of that, was you the one that recorded Cynthia talking about Nene? Giovanna, who said that? Like, wait, why are you saying that I did that? Kandi was like, bitch, I'm just asking you. Okay, did you or not? Because we done now found out that people talk in so many circles on this show that you got to directly find out, did you, yes or no? Okay, because then when you say yes or you say no and you lie, then we could deal with you accordingly at this reunion, okay, or whenever we need to. But yeah, we're going to get this answer right now. And of course, Giovanna says that she didn't. All right. So Cynthia says that she's just going to choose a believer because she doesn't have any other proof right now anyway. But, you know, she's still going to keep her good eye on Giovanna. She's so openly aggravating when she was just like, I didn't think you were gonna come because Nene was gonna be here. Like, so what? Like, I told Marlo that I was coming. Cynthia was like, Nene not stopping them. One monkey don't stop no show. But whatever. Kenya's not coming and neither is Eva. But Tanya is, honey. Tanya walks in and she's just like, hey, y'all. I haven't seen you in forever. She comes in with hugs and, you know, Porsha, and she's excited and Porsha's there. Okay, so the gang is all here. Okay, they have Marlo come in. They introduce Marlo as the business owner, and she comes in. She's got her, was it a niece and nephew? I couldn't, you know, yeah, I'm sorry. But I wasn't sure if those were niece and nephews. Okay, but her and, you know, she mom T, you know, auntie mom or whatever you call it. So anyway, she comes in and she's just like, so there's 7 wigs for 7 days. And I feel like every time I put on a different wig, I'm a different person. Okay. They all have their own personalities is basically what she's saying. You know, when she's feeling broke or something, they was like, girl, you ain't never broke. I said, oh yeah, Marlo might be a bunch of things, but Marlo ain't broke. That's for damn sure. But whatever. She's glad that everybody came. She thanks them for coming, you know, and she wants everybody to, you know, get lit. Let's turn up. So then we see the black Bentley pull up. The music's all dun, 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 dun. Nene gets out of the car. She walks in. Okay, I actually was kind of a little nervous myself because it's just like, it's got to be a terrible feeling when nobody likes you. Now I understand why Nene had to have that meeting with Kandi. She needed to at least break the ice with Kandi, who's really neutral, and there was really nothing there with them two anyway. Because walking into a room of all these chilly people and nobody really knowing what to be, you know, like with Nene, yeah, that was kind of uncomfortable. So, you know, it wasn't uncomfortable for Marlo, though. Yes, my sister who walked in the building, bitch. She was so excited that Nene was making everybody so uncomfortable. And, you know, Nene just came in and she gonna say hi to everybody. Okay, she's walking around. Hi, you know, Cynthia's looking at her and saying, oh, okay, so if you want to, you know, go around and do these fake hugs and kisses until you show your hand, then game on, bitch. Okay, she walked over there near Porsha, and honey, Porsha turned her back and she was just like, did you see that? That's what we call the PWC, the Porsha Williams curve. Okay, she ain't got no fucking words for Nene for the way she acted. So, not today. But everybody else, she's hugging, she's kissing. You know, everybody's kind of thrown off, sort of like, oh, okay. Like, all right, I guess we fine after Nene cut the fool. And of course, Giovanna's happy to see her, though. Okay? It's so funny how Giovanna acts. But, whatever. So while we're all kind of just standing around and talking and getting comfortable with Nene's being there, then all of a sudden we start hearing some drummers. All right. Child, it was pitiful, you know. I mean, at least Kandi had that big old production that she had, remember? But yeah, Kenya got 2 or 3 drummers, and she got her hair care, you know, and it says your edges matter, or something like that. All right, so she comes on in with her Kenya Moore hair care. She's got the loudspeaker and she's talking, and Marlo was up there with the microphone trying to talk. I did laugh because Marlo was just sort of looking like, this motherfucker. Like, she knew something was gonna happen, but she just did not know that it was going to be this to this extent. So Porsha got a good kick out of that. She was just like, I am done. Okay, she's laughing on the floor. All the girls can't believe that, you know, Kenya just pulled this stunt with all of her hair care products, and you best believe ain't no water in that bitch today. She's passing out her stuff. You know, she was just like, honey, Marlo's edges is back to the back of her skull. So, you know, she don't give a fuck about Marlo and her bald-headed ass. So she's here to help people with struggling edges. So then at first I was proud of Marlo because Marlo was just sort of kind of going along with it. Okay, you could tell she was pissed, but she was just like, you know, I'm so happy that you came because I have thin edges. I said, girl, me too. So she was just like, can you help me grow my edges? All right. So she was kind of just, honey, if I would have been Marlo, I would have been like, set Kenya up a little table over there. Let her put her little products over there. We can work this thing out together. Okay. But poor Marlo, after a while, she couldn't control her anger. I was like, girl, you was gonna win if you could have kept up that facade. So Kenya is off to the side with Kandi because Kandi was just like, you told me that you were not coming. Kenya said, well, the baby was sick. She wasn't really sure. She didn't know she was going to make it or not, but, you know, she's here now. Okay, so she's talking to Kandi, and then Marlo comes up, and she's just like, Kenya, come on, let's play the game. And Kenya was like, no, that's okay, I'm good. All right, well, now you're not going to come to my party and then not participate in this game either, okay? Security? Where's security? Where is my security? Nene was like, not security. Like, really, we about to do all of this? Child, it was a spectacle. So, you know, security came, and Kenya was just like, oh, so now you're going to try to Kenya Moore me. Okay, I am the queen of security and putting people out, all right? But, yeah, Marlo was just like, can you please put Kenya Moore out, please? All right, so security is looking like, oh, okay. Is that the one? They look like, I was like, y'all could never be one of the crazy 88s, honey. You need to move fast. But anyway, Marlo had made a scene, you know, was trying to tell Kenya to go, and she was just like, everybody here, if you want Kenya Moore to go, then you say with me, Kenya Moore must go. We don't want her anymore. Why is Giovanna the only one screaming and yelling it with her? Nene was like, okay, that's it. All right, I'm going to take my little gift bag and I'm going to go. All right, because she already was uncomfortable, and she's not doing this. Now, she goes out to her car, and here come Giovanna, and she look like she about to hit her. Nene said, bitch, if you hit my car, we'll fuck you up. And she was serious. She was like, bitch, I don't know who you think you are, but I am a housewife. I don't know, your little flunky ass, don't lose your thinking here. Don't lose your mind. But she was just like, why are you leaving? And Nene was like, I have been here. I have done this. I'm not doing that. I didn't come here for that. I didn't really blame Nene at that point. Like, all that was foolishness. When you already didn't want to be somewhere and then you got to sit there with that mess, even though it was funny, I would have just been like, I'm out too. So she left. So Giovanna came back into place, and, you know, Marlo was just like, where's Nene? And Giovanna said, well, she left. And Porsha was just like, she just said it wasn't about her. So she had to make sure that it was about her and leave anyway. I wouldn't stay for that shit either. I skipped the whole game that Nene and Porsha played. You know, it was just a point of Marlo trying to get them to interact with each other. But it didn't really work because, like I said, that's when Kenya came in. But this is when they all sit down and they talking about, you know, the fact that Nene left, you know, and Kenya was gone. And Cynthia's going to say, you know, I don't really think that, you know, she was trying to be messy or anything. You know, I was glad that she came. I was glad when she showed up, and Porsha was just like, really, Cynthia, you was glad with what she did? Like, come on. I said, Cynthia, just be quiet. Just be quiet. You don't always have to be the loyal friend. You can be the loyal friend quietly. When your friend is wrong, the bitch is wrong, and you know that shit was not right. I was happy that she came. So that Cynthia don't know what to do with herself. All right, you guys, let me get off of here. My phone had died and I had to recharge it and all that. I'm late now trying to get back to work. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. itsrox. The channel's for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.